Yes, I mean it.
The man dumped all the sugar into a kettle. Then Lewis carried the scalding sugar water outside and threw it in the face of the guy next door who had it out for him. That's when Klein realized he had picked a fight with the wrong person. At the next meal, Lewis simply snatched the piece of chicken off Klein's tray. The first time, Klein didn't say anything. But when Klein was waiting in line to use the phone, Lewis suddenly cut in and took it from him. What he stole wasn't just Klein's place in line. It was the limited phone time each inmate was allowed. With everyone around him watching coldly, Klein had no choice but to try to take the phone back. Instead, he was met with insults and threats from Louis. Not wanting to make things worse, Klein swallowed his anger again. When he returned to his cell, he saw that his cellmate Danny was back. Klein had thought Danny's mental health issues were behind him, but that night, Danny swallowed all the pills he had been hiding at once. Klein noticed Danny convulsing and immediately hit the emergency call button, shouting for the guards to help. The guards clearly arrived at the cell door, but they didn't open it right away. They waited for backup before unlocking it and starting CPR, losing precious time. Danny died right in front of Klein. The next day, when Klein was on the phone with his son, Lewis grabbed the phone from him again. Klein demanded it back, but Lewis ignored it. This time, Klein had had enough. He stood next to Lewis and shouted in his ear, making it impossible for him to talk. Lewis suddenly punched Klein in the face. Klein hadn't expected Lewis to actually hit him. Blood instantly poured from his nose. The whole scene was witnessed by the prison's black gang leader, Tyler. He was curious why Klein never fought back. The reason was simple. Klein had once been a teacher, and he believed he should set a civilized example. But Louis saw Klein as an easy target and kept pushing him, spitting in his food and calling him a coward. Then one day, a turning point came. A fierce-looking inmate named Matt approached Klein. After hearing that Klein used to be a teacher, Matt asked him for help writing a love letter to his wife. Klein readily agreed and even offered to teach Matt how to write so he could send letters on his own in the future. Just like that, Klein made his first real friend in prison. That night, Louis came after Klein again. He and his crew poured a bottle of turpentine on Klein's feet and were about to set them on fire. Luckily, Klein's new cellmate arrived in time and scared Louis off by threatening to report him. Otherwise, Klein would have suffered even more. Klein realized he couldn't let this continue. He went to Tyler for help, asking him to deal with Louis. But Tyler told him that getting rid of Louis wouldn't be hard. The real question was, what would Klein do if someone else targeted him in the future? Hearing that, Klein had an epiphany. Tyler promised to take care of Louis's cellmate, but Louis himself was Klein's problem. Tyler even personally taught Klein a few boxing techniques so he could fight back.